All right. So, just like deja vu, we are back at it again today discussing more documents that were discovered in Joe Biden's possession, classified documents. And this time they were found in his garage by his Corvette, apparently. And of course, people are obviously upset that he has the classified documents in general, let alone keeping them in a place like a garage. As I discussed in a video that I posted yesterday that has absolutely no views because it has FBI in the title, or something like that. Basically, it has no views because of the nature of the video. I understand that YouTube is going to block that video, much like it's probably going to block this video. And that's cool, because I'm going to keep putting out the information on all of my platforms, not just YouTube. And I'm going to keep making videos about this so that there's documented discussion, or at least discourse, on how I think and feel about the situation, and whatever happens from it, happens from it. But yeah, of course, this is ridiculous. And of course, something has to be done about it. Of course, it's just amazing that everything that one side says the other side is doing, they're actually doing themselves. And I don't think that it's always a one-way street. Pardon me. Wow, that's so rude of me to yawn. I don't think it's a one-way street that it works out this way, but I will say that I think that it's pretty disturbing to watch this unfold. People on the right, of course, screaming and clamoring about it, as they should, as they have the right to do, and then people on the left basically ignoring it. People in the middle just kind of being like, what the fuck? And, cursed. Whoops. And then knowing that, yeah, we're not going to be able to change anything about it, honestly. I don't think that we're going to, I'll be honest with you, I don't think that we're going to see anything come from this, man. I'd love to, but the truth is that he's in power. There's an investigation on the documents that he had. It's going to be light while he's in office. And if we wait until he gets out of office, that's 2 years later. It's not going to be resolved in a way that anybody likes. And nobody will be satisfied. So that's something that we're going to have to start to get used to. And I think the reason that it's like that is because these kind of situations and not being able to do anything about them are a punishment for our behaviors and our culture of decades past. And the changes that we make now, based off the information that we're discovering about what's going on in society, the Twitter files, these documents that keep getting found in Joe Biden's possession, the information on the situation that we've been going through over the past 3 years now. All of these things are the products of bad culture that we've been engaging in for probably decades. And the inertia, or the momentum of those bad decisions are what bring us here, that we have to deal with the world that we live in. So as we move forward, more so than making every single one of these situations, these ordeals, a sporting event, let's talk about what is there to learn out of these kind of situations. What do we learn from finding out that Joe Biden had classified documents as the vice president? One, there should be better monitoring of what documents that they leave the office with, right? Right? Like, that's what we should at least do. Same thing for Donald Trump. Whether he brought the documents out with him on purpose or on accident, we should have a better process with that. Yes, he does have the ability to declassify documents as president, to which Biden never did as the vice president. But if they can't leave with any of the classified documents, if they can't leave with any of the documents there unless they have a good stated reason and it's documented and on file, then there's no reason that they should have to leave with them unless there's something that we don't know. Which leads me to the next point. Maybe a little bit more transparency in these processes would make it a little bit less painful. If people knew what was going on, they wouldn't feel like everybody was being secret and cheating and lying to them all the time. But then again, if you enact transparency, how can you manipulate and lie to the people? So these are the kind of things that I think about whenever I look at this kind of information. It's not, ooh, Joe Biden's going to go to jail, arrest this man. Now, I mean, if we find out that it was something that was arrest worthy, I would like that. But the truth of the matter is, in reality, even if it was arrest worthy, we're more than likely not going to get that, because the world doesn't work the way, not even the way that we want to, but the justice system in the world doesn't even work the way that it's supposed to. It's a sham. At least the world and the narrative that is fed to us, that justice will prevail, these kind of things, it's fake. It's all fake. It's all based off of who has the power or the relationships or the network to get themselves to do, accomplish, be, uncover, cover up, anything, punish anyone. So let's be mindful of those things while we argue with each other at our jobs or homes or family gatherings about, what people like Joe Biden are doing. That it would never work the other way in reverse. None of these people would care about us as individuals. And we're told that we're supposed to care about politicians and people like that because, they're doing the greater good for society. But time and time again, we realize that that's not the case. I think we need to start understanding that humans are just that, humans, and their roles that are given to them don't fully, well, I don't know how to say this, but I guess since the Trump administration has just shown you that there are no credentials that are really required in order to even become the president besides popularity. I'm not saying that he did good or bad. I'm just saying that he didn't need anything to get into the office besides popularity, right? Or money, you can say money. As long as that is the rules and the criteria for president of the United States, and that's where we set the bar, this is what we expect to receive. And this is the mockery of a country, the mockery of a life that we will continue to live. Unless we choose to be better, be smarter, and stop playing it like a sport, Or carry on, I don't know. It's entertaining. It's just when people lose, the losses are much more dire than in a football game or something like that. So just something to be mindful of.